That track looked beautiful, huh? Last
Oh
night,
my God.
watching. What a place.
Yeah,
And my
especially
brother
the
went. My brother went there a couple of years ago, and he told me it was the best track he was ever in, like scenery wise.
yeah.
And it's right by
In the
the
last
ocean.
race, the sun's coming down, the horses
Yeah,
are going into the stretch. It looked
it was
great.
unbelievable, right? God.
Yeah.
I picked 9:30 because I thought since we're all older, everyone would be up around 9:30. Do you think Nick's sleeping?
Yeah, but it's good now anyway. You want to get this Alpine. He know well. He shouldn't be sleeping. He knows this is going on.
I'm just saying, like on a normal Saturday morning, do you think Nick would be sleeping at past 9:30 in the morning?
Um, I don't know.
Allison, can you do me a favor? Could you let him out real fast?
Want me to call Nick, see what's going on?
Yeah, you call him, wake him up from his slumber.
Okay, so I'm getting my nails done at 11. It's their first available
Okay.
manicure and pedicure.
Allison, good morning.
I have a special guest.
I'm getting my nails done tomorrow at 11. What are you getting?
I'm getting mine
I
done.
think I'm gonna go.
Hi, hi.
I think I'm ready to go like fall. I think I'm ready to go red.
All right. I think I'm gonna do navy.
I like that.
I'm excited.
Come on, Nick.
Exciting stuff.
He said, he goes, we're doing a podcast today. And I was like, oh no, I guess I'll have to go get my nails done to fill up the top.
Too
Oh
bad.
no, what a shame.
Nick,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bye.
come on, let's go.
I slept in.
Well, he slept in. Well, you can't sleep in.
It's on a deadline. Doesn't he know this?
Mike's got to edit this thing and get it out.
Start it, I'll jump in.
You want to? Okay, how long is it going to take you? 3 minutes or 10 minutes?
You started without me. I've done my work. I just woke up. Give me
Want to give you? We'll give you 5 minutes. You think you can at least get on?
give me a second.
6 minutes?
7.
Oh, he's unbelievable. He's so
You-
unreliable.
No. Fine.
He's so unreliable. I slept in, he said.
Dad, move your camera down slightly. So it's on you see your whole face. Here, oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Yeah, I like that shirt. Yeah, right there. Well, yep. Okay.
That better?
Yeah, yeah. Oh,
Let me see if I can get it lower. So, anyway. Let me see if
Oh, I
can.
love the shirt.
Yeah, my Bernice Mountain Dog shirt.
whoa.
Oh, I love it.
That's
Absolutely love
that's a 10 out of 10. That's
it.
great.
Yeah.
Isn't it cool?
Yeah, I love that.
I only wear it for special occasions.
Okay. Dad, at the Needham house, are we into Christmas mode yet? Or
Not yet.
or are you waiting?
I'm starting to watch I watched a couple of Christmas movies last night. I
Oh.
watched one this morning too.
All right. So you are in Christmas mode. Yeah.
The Hallmark movie, the Hallmark movies are so bad. It's
Yeah.
really. I got to watch the old ones. Well, hello everyone. Today is the Breeders' Cup. First of all, we're at the Giant and Jet edition of the Breeders' Cup, which is run in Del Mar this year. Today we're going to have Dusty French, sommelier, famous wine man in Tampa, Florida, and we're going to have Nick Leone coming on board in a little bit. He's a fixed income specialist on Wall Street. Yesterday was the 2-year-old races. There was 5 Breeders' Cup Championship races. There was a $20,000 super yesterday. So you can make a lot of money betting these races, even though they're difficult. We picked out 4 or 5 races today. I believe there are 9 Breeders' Cup races. We left out some of the the races where there's 14, 15 horses because they are difficult to handicap and it's hard to really give anybody a clear view of the race. The big news today is that Sovereignty is out, the champion 3-year-old who won the Preakness and the Belmont and the Travelers race. That's a big letdown. We try to separate the track and give you a clear picture of the race. Obviously, we look at the speed numbers, we look at the jockey trainer, we look at their current form, we look at who won the race, the distance, we look at the best money at the distance. So we give you a really, hopefully give you a good look at the race. The track is very fast, Dusty. Did you notice that yesterday?
I did when I was watching was it the juvenile sprint, I think? And I mean, the horse that got out on the lead, I think they went like 21 and a half and then like 45 and change. They were moving pretty quick and they just couldn't, no one could catch them.
Yeah, I thought
So-
maybe it was the track and these new cameras. It looks like fake.
Yeah.
But those no come from behind horses.
No.
Not even. Hey,
Whoa.
there's-
Whoa.
Oh,
Nick is here.
Whoa.
Nick, we just started. We haven't gotten to any races yet. So we're going to look at the when he comes on. Anyway,
All right, I'm here. I'm here, guys.
we're going to look at a couple of races. We mentioned that Sovereignty's out. We mentioned that the races are in California and the 2-year-old races were done yesterday. So, Dusty, why don't you start us off in the 4th race, which is a 7-furlong female race on the dirt.
yeah. So race 4 today, we got the Breeders' Cup. This is the Fillies and Mare Sprint. So these are girl horses that are 3 years old and older. You got some pretty big names in here. You look at the number 4, Tamara. That was a horse that was getting a lot of attention last summer out at Del Mar, out of a Beholder Dam. So little trivia for you. Beholder is one of 2 horses that have won 3 Breeders' Cup races. So really good pedigree on the Dam side there. A horse to look out for. Kind of took a big gap. Ran in the Philly Breeders' Cup Juvenile Filly last year. A little disappointing. Was the odds-on favorite. I think ran 7th, beaten by quite a bit. Making a comeback this year in the sprint. We'll see. I think that's an interesting contender. I really like the 6 horse here, though. The favorite, Sweet Azteca. Got a lot of good, high-quality Grade 1, Grade 2, Grade 3 races under her belt. Again, we just kind of touched on how speed was kind of, the speed favored horses yesterday. This horse likes to get out to the lead, and she's pretty quick. So that's kind of my top pick for this race. I also like the 3 horse, Vava. Sherry DeVoe, she's a great trainer up, in New York and, Belmont and Saratoga. She got IRAD on today. Usually she will run with Jose Ortiz, but her numbers with Jose are really good. Her numbers with IRAD are really good too. So you've got 34 races between the two. They hit at 30% with a 2.23 return on investment. So that's probably my long shot pick here too. So that's a horse that's going to just kind of hang out, rate a little bit off the speed, and try and run some of these speed horses down in the end. But those are kind of my top 3.
All right. Nick, did you take a look at that race at all?
Oh yeah, I'm looking at her even right now. I feel like you have to pick your favorite, right? And then try to play outside of it. But I'm surprised you don't like Hope Road at all.
Yeah, I mean, you got a couple Baffert horses in here, which
Baffert Ortiz with those 104 buyers.
Yeah. I mean, his horses are always going to be pretty quick. So, we have 3 Baffert horses. Wow.
Yeah, he wants to win. He
Um,
wants to win this race. It looks like.
Yeah. Um,
Well,
yeah.
I went on first of all, the 5 is scratched that race. Um, so that takes you down to 9 horses in the race, which makes it a little bit more manageable if you're betting supers. I
Yeah.
looked at the race, Dusty. I like the 3 also. If you
Yeah.
look at if you look at the 2 races where he ran 7 furlongs, he did a 99 barrier in both, and he ran 103 barrier last year in a race. I also like Ortiz Jr. The number 2, he's never won at 7 furlongs. I kind of threw him out. The 4, I know everybody's looking at him. Number 2 thing, he's never had 100 barrier. And the key, the Breeders' Cup, it's not like they're young horses, so you know what they can run. You know how fast they're going to run. This horse has never had 100 barrier. He's had 2 races in the last 2 years. So I kind of went off him. The 5 is scratched. The 6, I really like the 6 horse, like you. So I like 3, 6, and then I like the what you call it, the 9. Is it the 9? Yeah, I like the 9. I like the 8, but I'm kind of going to go with 3, 6, 9. The 10 is moving up, so I kind of threw him out. He's 7 at 9 in the dirt, but he's moving up and he's never won any big races. So I'm going to go 3, 6, 9. I'm actually going to, my bet on the super is 3, 6, 9. I'm going to throw the 4, 7, 8 in the 3 slot and then all at the end.
Yeah.
That's a really
I-
stupid question. Dusty, what
Sorry.
race is this?
Say that again.
What race is this?
This is race 4.
4th race. Is really going to be the first race on TV at 3
Got it.
o'clock.
Nope, I'm just
So-
doing it for my outline. Okay,
You're
sorry.
going to be sitting in your chair.
Interesting thing to point out with the 9. I mean, if you look at the past performances, ran down in Chile for quite a while, ships out to California for Baffert, runs at 6 furlongs, 6 furlongs, 7 furlongs, a mile. Then the last 3 races have been a mile and a 16th, and they're going to turn him back to 7 furlongs for this race. So kind of an interesting move. Maybe they're hoping the cutback will benefit some speed, because if you look, that's a horse again that likes to be out in front. So,
Right.
kind of the long shot of the Baffert horses, but interesting little play if you're doing, exotics, trifectas, and superfectas.
The 8 can definitely win the race. So to me, if I'm going to bet one of the Baffert horse, and I can change my mind between now and 2:30 or 3 o'clock, it's going to be between the 8 and the 9. The 8 has a little bit better record running 7 furlongs. The 9 only ran 7 furlongs once, and he came 3rd. So that's a big thing for me. I always look at best money distance, and 8 is definitely has a lot. He won $500,000 at the distance, and the 9's only run.
The 8's also had awesome workouts coming into this.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm actually going to
Bullet.
change. I am going to put the 8 instead of the 9. There you go. So I'm going to go 3, 6, 8. I do like that 3, Duff. I think we got to have some money in this here race. We have we have to make a little money in this race to get us through the rest of the day.
Yeah, I mean, is Irad Ortiz really going to go off at 12-1? I don't know. But look at the horse's record. I mean, this horse has won almost $2.2 million.
Yes. He won $2 million.
The highest hitting horse in the race. Yeah. So
at the distance, Dusty, he's ran 12 times. He won 6, came 3, came 3rd, second 3 times, and he came once 3rd. So he's been in the money 10 out of 12 times at the distance. You got to play him.
absolutely.
Must play. All right, so let's go. I was looking at the seventh race. If you guys want to
We're
look
on to
at that
race-
one,
we're on to race 7.
yes, it's a mile and an eighth. It's let's take a
Another
look.
girls' race.
It's on the turf and it's a girl race. Yes, a little bit long. So, and we have 13
7 the
horses.
distance.
The reason I picked this race is because it's such a big favorite. Did you look at that? The 8 horse?
Yeah,
It's the
yeah,
8.
the African horse.
It's the 8 and 12. So you can put up the 8 and 12 and then try to bet behind them and make a little money.
Yeah.
So what do you think?
Yeah, when I was going through it last night, and uh, I kind of kept landing on the 12. I know that the 8 is the heavy favorite. Horses won 3 races in a row, grade 2, and then won the grade 1 Clement Hirsch back in August. I don't know. I think the 12 ran a really good bullet on October 17th up at Saratoga, going 4 furlongs in 48 and 2. Like that's a quick 4 furlongs. George Weaver's a horse as a trainer again who kind of likes to get his horses out on the front end and just kind of let them run. So this horse barely lost to champion Torpedo Anna last time out in the personal Ensign at Saratoga, which happy retirement to Torpedo Anna. I don't know. I think this is my horse to beat, I think, in the race. So again, you look at the distance, run 3 times, won once, came in second once. I think prefers a mile and a 16th. So that's it. That's what I got.
Nick, anything?
And George Weaver ran won the sprint last night with was it CY Fair and Irad Ortiz. So
I think this is a good one to bet.
Yeah,
because you have your favorite, and then you can kind of kick out a lot of these horses. I like Scylla the 4, and I like Nitrogen the 1.
yeah.
That's what I like. So you can go 1, 4, 8.
I have no idea what to do with this 2 horse. There's no information.
Sarah can rim. I don't. It did nothing. I don't know. I don't know.
He's been running in Argentina.
What did it do?
Ortiz Jr.'s on him. No, you have to kind of throw him out. They all have decent buyer numbers except for the 2. I agree with you. I love the 8 and 12. I think it's a two horse race, and the only way to really make money is hope to catch, a long shot, 3rd and 4th. So I wouldn't dump a lot of money on this race because I think like I said, the 12 and 8 are going to win. But
I like the 1, man. I wouldn't be surprised if the 1 got up there.
well, Nick, to me, the 1, he's a turf horse. He won $1 million running on turf. He's won 4 out of 8. He's been in the money 8 out of 8 on the turf. But he's really not a dirt horse. So they're kind of taking a shot with him on the dirt. I mean, he did win the Alabama running up at Saratoga this year, but he's in a different he's with a different crowd right now. So if he shouldn't be a favorite at all. Maybe he's going to catch some money because he's got Ortiz on him, the younger brother. But to me, he's a turf horse, and I still like the 8 and 12.
I think there's story to be spun here that he is better off the turf, and that we might be seeing the best of this horse now. If you look just the buyers since they've taken him off, each one's just getting a little bit better on the dirt.
Yeah, but Nick, he's getting 93 and 95. You need 100 plus in this
I'm
race.
just trying to spin a story here of this.
Yeah, I
You know,
know.
if we're looking at this race, that's the one instead of
right.
just betting 8-12, or you just do 8. I'm thinking I can do an 8-12 1-4 exacta box $5, and I can make some money off it,
Yeah. I mean,
or I just go even.
I like the 7. I think the 7 can get up there in the exacta. I think the 9 can get up there in the exacta. I think the 13.
I was just going to talk
shot.
about the 7. I like the 7.
You know?
Yeah. Yeah, if you look at the 7, kind of was in the Brad Cox barn for a little bit, and then looks like moved trainers back in April. Ran a pretty good race in May. Not such a great race in June.
Right.
Took a little break, and then came back into Grade 1 in Keeneland earlier this month, and ran a 95 buyer and beat some horses that are in this race, including the 1 and the 4. So
That must be
little rematch
frustrating
of
for
that.
Brad Cox.
Yeah, right.
You get all the time with this horse, you get rid of him, and then boom, pops up a 96 buyer and wins G3. You're like, oh shit.
The horses with who won the most money at this distance is the 12, the 4, and the 7. So even though the 8 has got tremendous speed numbers, he really he's only ran this distance 1, and he did win, but still, and he hasn't run since August. They're all really working well. There's a lot of bullets on these today. There's a lot of bullet workouts going on. So anyway,
Yeah,
so
especially
me, I like the 12, 8, and I'm gonna stick the 4, 7, 9, 13 in the 3rd and 4th leg. That's a $240 bet. So
Yeah, it's always interesting with Baffert. I mean, you can always see it with whether it's the Kentucky Derby, any of these big races. Like if you look, yeah, the 8 hasn't run since August, but he's a trainer that likes to really work his horses hard in the morning. So you can see like October 25th, 5 furlongs, 59 and 1, and then there's a big H there, right? That means handily. So for people who don't know, when you're reading these workout reports, it'll say H for handily, B for breezing. So when it says handily, it means they're getting after him and they want him to work really, really hard. They're trying to get the best of him. So he works them hard every workout. But if you look earlier in the month and the last workout in September, he always throws these 6 furlong drills in there, like these big stamina workouts. And I mean, historically, whenever you look back, every time he wins a big race, these horses have those workouts in their recent workout plans. So we'll see. Will Baffert do it again? I wouldn't be shocked, but just kind of an interesting side note.
all right, so let's tackle the classic. In case we're running late, and it's a very, now that Sovereignty's out, it's very interesting. I'll give you my take on it, and then I'll let you guys go. Fierceness, I love him. I think he's probably going to win this race, but he's disappointed me every time I bet him. I think every time I bet him, he hasn't done well. Remember at the Florida Derby a couple of years ago? He killed me. But his numbers are great. He's fresh. His last race, he did 107 buyer, and I think the track is fast. It's funny, the trainer of, what's his name, Mike Rioppo?
The owner, Mike Rapoli.
Yeah, he was not demanding, but he requested that the 4 get scratched because he says he doesn't belong in the race, that he's a rabbit, and he's only there to make the 1 get tired. So
I agree.
That could affect, but he's got a Hall of Fame jockey on him. I don't think that's going to be a problem. Baser, number 2, he's really, really good. I just don't think he can win at 1.25 miles. I just don't see it. I may be wrong, but I'm not gonna bet him in the 1 hole. I threw out the 3 and the 4. On the 5, I still don't think until a Japanese horse wins one of these races, I'm not betting them. That's it. And he's ran a lot this year, and he had to make a couple of trips. He was in Dubai and he went back to Japan. So I'm not going to bet the 5. The 7, Sierra Leone, is another one that disappoints the hell out of everyone because he always waits too long to make his move. And if the speed holds up like we've been talking about,
He's going to have no chance.
He's got no chance. So I don't really. I think he's going to be in the money because he's always in the money. He's always second. He's second and third in his whole career. He's either first, second, or third in 15. I think 15 races of his, or 10, whatever he ran. Got a good jockey on him, Chad Brown. Mindframe is number 8. He's got Ortiz, Todd Pletcher. I just don't think he's a 1.25 mile horse. I just don't see it. And he's only ran once. He really has not run a lot this year. And come number 9, Journalism. I think a lot of people are not looking at him. I really like Journalism.
Yeah, I don't know how the morning line's at 10-1.
I don't get that. He's freshened up. His works are really good. He's put in his whole career, he's put in big numbers. I really like Journalism. I like the 1 and I like the 9 going in this race. The 10, have anybody looked at this 10 horse?
I'm about to say, what's this 10?
What's going on with this 10 horse?
What's going on with this 10?
I can't figure. He's got the best buyer numbers.
I don't know. I'm just looking. And I go, well, shit. I guess I got to throw this 10 in. He won.
Did anybody watch? Did you guys watch that race, the Jockey Club Gold Cup?
No,
I didn't.
That's kind of the race that started Mike Rapoli's frustration with this 4 horse. So in that race, you had Mindframe, you had Contrary Thinking, Sierra Leone, and you had Antiquarian the 10. So like Emilio said, the 4 is basically just the rabbit in the race. So his sole purpose, and he'll probably be like 700-1 by the time this race goes off. His purpose is when those gates open, just go. He wants to get out there. Chad Brown, who I really like and respect, but he wants to set an honest pace with this horse. It's all bullshit. He wants to get this horse out to the front and basically wear out every other speed horse so Sierra Leone can come and close. And if you look in races where Contrary Thinking is not in them, Sierra Leone tends to not run very well. So I kind of agree with Mike Rapoli on that. This horse does not deserve to be in this race. He'll probably be the longest odds of.
Yeah, how does he keep getting in a horse that has no chance? That has no chance.
Yeah,
It's been going on since the beginning of horse racing, right? They have the trainers put the rabbits in the race, so it helps their other horses. So. I mean, he's doing what he's supposed to do. Is it wrong? Yes, it hurt. It definitely is going to hurt Fierceness if Johnny V tries to run it with him.
But back to the Jockey Club Gold Cup. So you have Contrary Thinking, who I believe was the 6 horse in that race.
Yes.
And then you have Aquarian, who's the 8. And there was another speed horse. So 6, 7, and 8 all want to get out to the lead. The 6 goes, the 7 goes to cut the 6 off, and that's when you see that push into White Abario and then into Mindframe, which is what knocks Irad Ortiz off the horse. He gets trampled by Sierra Leone, and it was a mess. So I think that 108 buyer in the Gold Cup is a little skewed towards the high side, just because you had all that traffic at the beginning of the race. And it kind of set up perfectly. But I mean, I'm not throwing him out entirely, but
no. But I want to. I'm glad because I couldn't understand why this horse, But I'm going to go back and watch that race too now. And but that's good. That's good information, Dusty. So it doesn't alter what I'm going to bet in that race. I like the 1, 7, 9. Nick?
Yeah. Also, Fierceness, his last was the Pacific Derby at Del Mar at the distance. So I love that angle. Sorry to cut you off, Nick.
No, I like Beza. I think this is his. I think this is the race. So, I'd probably go 1-2, 1-2-9. I'm probably gonna leave Sierra Leone off. I don't think she's closing this field. He's closing this field. It's too good. I think you're going on the top of the stretch. You're gonna have the three best horses in fierceness, journalism, and Beza, and whoever wins wins. I don't think anyone's closing it. I don't think there's. I'm gonna take out the 5, take out the 4. Mind Frame. I think Mind Frame's good, not great enough to this field. So take out Mind Frame. Take out the 10. I think it's a 3-horse race. I think it's the 1, the 2, and the 9. And I think that's how the race is going to play out.
Nick, the only reason I'm not on Baser is because his last 2 races, he won the Jim Dandy and he won the Pennsylvania Derby. So he really hasn't faced the quality of horses that he's going to face today. So, I mean,
Well, the horse he came second to in the Jim Dandy was Sovereignty.
yeah,
And
yeah,
which, I mean, I know you touched on it, but that was just devastating news.
right.
I mean, this was going to be set up to be one of the greatest races I've watched in a long time.
Yeah, probably in the last.
You've got the
at least
last
20
year's
years.
Breeders' Cup champions, Sovereignty, who, I mean, obviously, I don't like to say if a lot, but if he ran in the Preakness and won, he would have been on track to be
Me and Amelia were
Second.
talking about it.
greatest racehorse of all time, maybe.
Yeah, we were talking about it. Like this could have made up for the no Preakness.
Yeah.
When he skipped, yes.
Now it's kind of like you probably should have ran the Preakness because if you come into this race and you beat Fierceness and you beat Mind Frame and you beat the other last year's whole crew, then there's no doubt about it. You're the best horse. But now it's like when Fierceness wins today, it's going to be, well, Fierceness probably could have won.
Right.
I don't think anyone's beating Sovereignty, though. He could run, if he needed to, he would run 120 buyer. He would do whatever.
Yeah, 100%. The next race I like, I don't know if you guys like it, but I know Nick's going to like this race because he loves the white horse.
Right, Barrio?
Rayo, but it's the 11th race. It's the one. It's
I think that
1 mile on the dirt. It's usually always the best race on the card for some reason. The dirt mile, and it's interesting because the big favorite, the number 3, who's a monster, but he hasn't run since July, and his works are good coming back, but there's always a question mark, especially on the dirt. Not so much on the turf, but third horses usually need to be in form. They need to be running every 5 weeks. And I think it's too much of a layoff. So what do you think about that, guys?
Really
This looks
fast,
like you said,
guys.
White Barrio.
We're on race 11.
Yes.
Yes.
I don't know. I just think this is the White Barrio back in the winner's circle.
Right?
That's what this looks like.
And he's gonna go off like this. He could be 10-1.
I don't even think I'd bet a
Yeah.
super. I would just put money on White Barrio.
Yeah, I know. Nick
He's
loves
been a little out of
I
form.
do too. I love him. A couple of things on this race. They looked at the paper likes the guys in the paper like 7 Citizens Bull. The horses never run 100 buyer.
I'm not a fan of Citizen Bull. I'm over Citizen Bull.
No, in this race you have to run somewhere. You had to run 100 buyer. So the 1, 5, 7, 8 have never run 100 buyer. So I immediately kicked them out. To be honest with you, and I don't like this. I'm hoping this 3 horse goes off at 8-5 because I'm going to bet against them, and I am going to use the 6.
Yep.
And I like the White Umbrella. And I like, I'm not a big fan of Mystic Dan, but I'm going to have to take a kill look. I'm just going to go with, right now, I'll say the 6 and the 10 in this race.
Yeah, you'd probably throw Mystic Dan. Probably throw Mystic Dan and the 6 horse underneath.
Yeah, Mystic Dan's kind of a little bit of a tough one, I think. He's kind of has this like up and down consistency. We'll see. Interesting horse.
Yeah, if you're looking at it, you should. This is actually a bad race for Mystic Dan. It's every other.
Yeah.
Been 101, 99, 101, 94, 100, probably back down to
Yeah.
like 93, 92.
Yeah. No one's touched on the 2-horse, goal oriented, the other Baffert horse here.
I like it too.
Any thoughts?
Well,
I like it too.
I was just looking at him, and I have a note here saying that he has 3 bullet works in a row.
Bullet, all first, all ran hard.
Right.
Yeah.
Hit
Going
the 101
4
buyer at Haskell's.
I think the crack, he's been running at longer distances. He's never run a mile. That's the only thing I don't like. I want to see a horse that's actually ran a mile, see how they do. He's been running in longer races, so that's my only thing that held me back on the 2. So we're gonna have to see how he runs the mile, if he can handle the cutback. But he fills every other box for me. You follow me? He's got the jockey, he's got Bob Baffert, he's got a Hall of Fame trainer. He likes the track, he's got the workouts. So yes, you can definitely keep the 2 in there. All the other horses, to me, don't have a shot. And
I don't see like this. I don't see anyone. I don't know. I don't see anyone beating.
But what do you think
the
about? You
Barrio.
guys have to tell me. What do you guys think about this 3-horse? Because if he's on his game, he should win.
I'm gonna bet Nisos. I'm not gonna let Nisos beat me, but I think this is almost such an easy race because no one else is going to get a Barrio. So if you can just put those 2 up top, you can almost put those 2 in freaking second, maybe with one other horse, load up 3rd and 4th, and then hope for chaos.
Yeah, I would probably build a trifecta that way and go Nisos, a Barrio in 1, Nisos, a Barrio, a 3rd horse in second, and then
and then just
basically all in 3rd.
basically all in 4th.
I mean, it's going to be an expensive bet, but
Dusty, give it to me again. Who would you pick? The 3?
so I would go 310 in first, and then I would go 310-6 in second, and then this is a trifecta. I like to bet trifectas, and then I'd basically do all in 3rd. Actually, I might kick the 1 out. The 1 looks like maybe the only horse that doesn't have a real shot in here. Maybe throw the 5 out and just keep all the other price horses underneath.
I mean, I don't think a Barrio goes off at 10 though. I think he ends up being if he does, holy shit. I mean, that would be unbelievable.
Oh my God.
I absolutely despise this 8-horse, Chancer McPatrick.
Yeah, I don't like him either.
That's one of those horses too. Every single time I bet on this horse as the favorite, he just gets smoked.
Yes, 100%. I like this. I like this 6-horse a lot too. He's won at the distance. At the distance, he's 6 out of 9. So this is his mile, and he ran 104 buyer at Del Mar back in last year's November. I
like the 6.
He won last year.
He won this race last year.
He won this race last year. So you gotta. I am gonna go with. I'm gonna throw out the 3 because I'm nuts, and I'm gonna go 610, and I'll put maybe fill in every. This is my race. I love the mile dirt. It's always been my favorite race. Unfortunately, this year I got to wait until
8 p.m. tonight.
8 p.m. tonight so I'm going to bet this race first because I don't want to be out of cash when this race rolls along later on tonight.
Interesting. Back to touch on the 3 one more time. We mentioned the layoff. He hasn't raced since July. If you look at the race at Churchill on Kentucky Derby Saturday, that was coming off a layoff too. So that was the Grade 1 Churchill Downs. That was one of the most exciting races I've seen in a long time. It was like a 5-horse photo at the end. in which Nisos ended up getting a dead heat for second. So I don't know that the layoff is the worst thing. It's about as the same length layoff as it was going into that race at Churchill. So I would have liked to see one race in between as like gear him up, because ran a 98 in that and then came back the next two to go 101 and 102. So can't throw him out, but I kind of agree. I don't know if I can have him in first.
I'm gonna bet him, but root for failure.
100%.
Yeah, because otherwise, if he comes in, then we're not going to make any money, and the whole goal is to
Right.
make money.
Right.
We all want to pick the winner, but for me, it's to not pick to bet it. I always try to justify betting against horses like that. That's my goal, to beat.
Well, yeah, more often than
And I
not,
think-
I'm betting.
And I think
against
we
the
can
favorite.
beat him today. I like the
Yeah.
6 and the 10. I think they have a shot. I think they're gonna win. I'll put the 2, 3, right behind them. All right. So
Could-
is there any other race you guys want to talk about? Because I only really looked at the 12, the next race. I only looked at the 12. I didn't really look at the big turf races, but we can skip the 12 if you guys want to look at something else.
I mean, yeah, the 12th race, I mean, it's 13 horses with over half of them, are basically shipping in from around the world. And
Right. Well, they're all like that's the problem. All the
Yeah.
big turf races. I just happened to look at it. It's okay.
I mean, just looking at it kind of quickly, I mean, the 13, she feels pretty.
Yes.
Again, Sherry DeVoe, she's got Johnny Velasquez in the saddle. They hit at 26%. And this horse has some back form, good pedigree. Has last 5 races, 4 of them are grade 1s, and she won 3 out of those 4 grade 1s. The only one coming second to Chad Brown in the Diana this year, which I think he's won literally the last 10 years in a row, which is disgusting. But just looking at it quickly, I like the 13 in this race.
I do too. I like the 13 and I like the 6. So 6, 13, and again this 14 horses. I'm actually not going to bet. I don't bet races like this. Not
Yeah.
because I can't pick the winner. It's just I'm not going to. There's 14 horses in Breeders' Cup.
Yeah.
Really, Breeders' Cup races, anybody can win because they're all champions at some point in their career. And this is the championship races at this particular distance. So the best horses in the world are here this weekend. So I'll take the 6-13. That's it for me.
Yeah. I
And
kind of like the 9 horse in that one too, but I'm not gonna. I mean, that's an expensive bet to try and build any sort of exotic in that race. So I probably won't even end up betting it. But what was I looking for? You get a little bit of a baseball tie-in today. Tonight's Game 7, right? So. Race 5 in the turf sprint, you've got the 6 horse there, Governor Sam, little Alex Bregman owned horse. So
Ooh,
yeah,
the 3's out in that race, by the way.
Arizona Blaze.
Yeah, guys, before we end, I want to get your Game 7 predictions. So whenever we're done, just let me know. We'll get a little Game 7 predictions.
There's one more thing I'm looking for in here, and it's just to touch on briefly. There's here it is, the 8th race, the Breeders' Cup Turf, 1.5 miles. That one horse, Rebels Romance, absolute monster. So, I mentioned earlier, 2 horses have won 3 Breeders' Cup races in their career. Rebels Romance is trying to be the third today.
All right, I'll watch them. What time's that gonna go
Interesting
on?
fact.
2. That's around 5 o'clock. That's happy hour.
Yeah.
But tonight,
Yeah, we don't have to talk about that race. It was just that popped in my head. So
okay. No, it's good information. It's good to know.
yeah,
Every race is exciting, right? It's like
yeah,
you don't know
Tawny Port's in that race.
who?
Yeah.
Tawny Port.
yeah. That's going to be a good turf race.
Yeah.
I'm not going to bet it, but I can't wait to watch it.
That horse that won yesterday, Natty, Ted Natty, the
Unbelievable.
that girl, the daughter was in the was at the camp in July 4th when all those girls died. And she was in a
Oh, really?
yeah, and she was in a cabin right above the water line and she survived. So
Oh my
that's
God.
why they were all like very emotional after the race. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Um
That horse.
They should really like send that stuff out before the race because then more people would bet on that horse.
Yeah.
If I had known that tragedy occurred and they were there, I would have bet on that race.
well they did talk about
The,
it before the race, Nick.
They should
Closing-
make okay.
They did.
Closing day of Saratoga that horse ran, and I was just I don't know about you guys, I had a pretty rough Saratoga meet this year.
I didn't win. I lost every time I went.
I always do. I always just
I was
get
donating
absolutely
all my money this
gold.
summer.
just
I won.
donations.
I won.
And
First time in about
so
4
I'm
years,
like-
Dusty.
So I get down to that last race, and I'm like, I remember watching that horse win on debut, and I was like, I'm just gonna unload the clip on this horse. So I had a reasonably sizable win bet, and I think I had like a $25 exacta with that horse in first, and we broke even.
I
So I have an affinity for that horse. But
that's good.
Game
I
7
netted,
predictions.
I netted about 2,400 this year,
Okay.
Saratoga. At the end of the mean, I had the it was nice. It was because I really don't do well up in Saratoga. I don't know why.
It's the hardest track to bet.
It was such a nice one. You know why? Because I was not stubborn. I bet Ortiz Ortiz brothers the whole summer, and I said that's it. I started with them, and I threw out somebody else in. Anyway, who do you like tonight, Dust?
World Series predictions.
I mean, I think I would imagine that the Dodgers are favored tonight, but Toronto being at home,
Really fast.
and they got
Gus.
Scherzer.
Gus, they
What's
got
that?
on the mound is Scherzer and Otani.
Oof. Could you ask for a better Game 7 pitching duel?
It's awesome.
I mean, Max Scherzer is a goddamn lunatic. So, I don't know. I think the Dodgers squeak it out just because obviously they have more World Series winners and more experience on their team. But I also hate the Dodgers, so I'm kind of rooting for the Blue Jays.
Well, who do you think's going to win?
And I mean, what an absolute heartbreaking way to end the game last night. You cannot lose getting thrown out at second. I mean, horrible.
Can't happen.
Horrible.
It doesn't.
Can't happen.
Dusty, who wins?
Give me the Los Angeles Dodgers. They're going to win. It's going to be a 6-3 ball game.
Okay.
Go ahead, Nick.
The Blue Jays are winning for sure. I'm trying to get the score. I'm trying to get like how big is it gonna get? Like I think the game might be over by the fourth inning, but
You think they just unload on Otani?
I think they kick the shit out. I think every time I'm flip flopping it because every time I think this Blue Jays team is dead, they don't give a they don't care. They don't care. They don't care that they lost an 18-inning game and that there's no way they can get back into the series. They won 2 in a row. There was no way coming into World Series Game 1 after that Game 7 in Seattle, they were going to be able to get back up and win Game 1. They did. After last night's debacle of ending that game, it's like there's no way they picked themselves back up for Game 7. I think Vladdy just is going to – Vladdy doesn't care. Blue Jays don't care. they get on base, they get base hits.
Maybe a little Springer, Vladdy.
Yeah,
Home
Blue Jays
run
big.
parlay?
I wrote down
I think that guy Springer is the key. Mike mentioned before we were talking that Toronto had their shot last night. Usually the team Dodgers should come back and win, but I am gonna go with Nicholas on this one because I hate the Dodgers like Dusty, and I am going to pick Toronto. But I'm making one call before we end this. I'm calling my uncle to see who he likes in the big race.
Okay.
Are you gonna do that now?
In the classic.
I hope he picks up.
All right, here we go.
Uncle Anthony,
Yes, sir.
we want to know who do you like in the big race?
I'm going out now to get the paper if I could find one. I'm just leaving now the house.
All right, so you can't tell us who you like. All righty.
What track?
Del Mar, the Breeders' Cup Classic.
In Belmont?
No, in California.
They don't print anything.
All right, all righty. All right then. That's good.
If it's there, I'll call you back.
Okay, sounds good. Because at least if he would have gave us who he
It
liked,
clears
we
that-
could have eliminated a horse.
It takes a horse out.
So anyway, good luck, guys. It's always good to see you guys and talk to you.
All
May
right.
the
Yeah.
force be with you.
May the horse be with
Good
you.
luck today, boys.
Good luck.
Good luck.
Go get 'em.